Hi, welcome to this revision video, week 29. This is about imperial conversions. This is part 1, where we look at the basic skills on converting imperial measurements to metric, and then part 2 is using them in example style questions. So these are the objectives. We're going to do the first 2 objectives in this one. Make sure you can recognize the conversion factor, and then we're just going to practice using it and we'll do that by showing you a few examples. The last objective will be in part 2. So before we actually have a go at them, I just want to show you some examples of conversion factors. In level 1, you only had to deal with metric, but at level 2 you've got to deal with imperial. So if you remember, these are the older style units of measurement. So for example, my mum would use inches, but I'm much more comfortable with centimetres. If you take a look at all of these, you'll see that these two stand out slightly because all the others have the number 1 on the left hand side, and having the 1 on the left hand side is 99% how they appear most of the time in the exam. If in the 1% chance they appear the other way around, immediately, just for your notes, just rewrite it out. This is really important because the method that we're going to use to solve these problems rely on the fact that the number 1 is on the left hand side. And I know I've already said it, but just in case I forgot, all of these imperial conversion factors, they are given to you. You don't have to remember them. Right, let's look at the structure. So we've got an example of inches to centimetres. So this is a conversion factor. It has the number 1 on the left-hand side. If we want to convert from inches to centimetres, we multiply. So from the word inch, I'm going to draw an arrow, like a circle, all the way to the centimetres, and we're going to multiply. If we want to convert from centimetres to inches, then we're going to do the opposite because we're going in the opposite direction, so we're going to divide. Don't worry at the minute, well, what number do I multiply and divide by what? That's coming next. You just need to try and remember this setup to help you. Here's an example. We are going to convert the old unit of measurement length of 4 inches to centimetres. Here is the conversion circle. You have to imagine that you're given the 1 inch equals 2.54 centimetres, and you quickly just draw out the arrows and the symbols. So follow the arrow from inches to centimetre. Oh yes, we are definitely going to multiply. Multiply the number that you want to convert, which is this. This is the one we want to convert. I'm going to multiply it by the number on the right hand side of the circle. So that's 4 times 2.54, and that equals 10.16 centimetres. Done. Example 2. We're going to convert 26 inches to centimetres. So follow the arrows. What are we going to do from inches to centimetres? Yeah, we're going to multiply again. Multiply the number you want to convert, so that's the number 26, that's the one we want to change. We're going to multiply it by the number on the right hand side of the circle. So 26 times 2.54. Note, it is always the number on the right hand side of the circle, and that gives us 66.04 centimetres. Example 3. Convert 110 inches to metres. Now this one causes a bit of a problem because this conversion circle is inches to centimetres, not inches to metres. There is no circle going directly from inches to metres, but you're expected to know that 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. So we are going to convert to centimetres first and then go to metres. So it's a 2-step process. So follow the arrows from inches to centimetres. Yep, we're still multiplying. Multiply the number you want to convert. So we want to convert 110 inches by the number on the right hand side of the circle. So that would be 110 times 2.54, and that will give us 279.4 centimetres. Now if you stop here, you'll gain marks, but you'll also lose them because actually our final answer needs to be in metres. So now we have to use the conversion factor that you're supposed to remember off by heart, which is that 1 metre equals 100 centimetres. So in order to do that, we're going to have to do 279.4 and we're going to divide it by 100. If you're wondering why we divide, we could actually draw our own little circle here, running out of space there. So times and divide. So to go from centimetres to metres, we're using a bottom arrow, and this time we're dividing by the number on the right hand side. Anyway, that comes to 2.794 metres. Okay, let's try this example 4. So this time we're going to convert 150 centimetres to the nearest whole inch. So we've got a bit of rounding to do. So follow the arrow because we're going from centimetres now to inches. So that means that we are going to be doing a division. So divide the number that you want to convert. So we want to convert 150. I'm going to divide it by the number on the right hand side of the circle. So it's 150 divided by 2.54, and that will give you 59.055 inches. We're round to the nearest whole number, so we don't want this decimal point. With the first place value after the decimal point, that's a 0, so that's quite handy because that's then going to tell us that it's nearer to 59 than it is 60. So the nearest whole inch is actually 59. And that's your final answer. So to summarise, the first 2 points is what we went over in this tutorial. So recognise the conversion factor, and then just learning how to convert between metric and imperial units of measurements. The last objective is going to be in the part 2 video, which looks at sample type questions. Okay, thank you.